it's Kilobyte here. In this video, we're gonna bleed the brakes on a second gen Mazda CX-9, 2016 and newer. It's pretty simple, although the tires are stinking big and heavy. I'll show you how. So some things you're gonna need besides jack stands, that type of thing. You're gonna need some .3 brake fluid. No, you don't need this much, unless you want to flush them. You're going to need some rags. You're going to want a 10 mil box end, and you're going to either want a setup like this that I made. I'll link the video that shows how to make this, or a second person to help. After getting it all jacked up on jack stands and chalked, make sure your master cylinder, clean this area off, remove the top if needed, to top it off. You want it topped off to there. You got a little cap on the bleed nipple here. Take that off, don't lose it. And that is a 10 mil. If you have the setup with the bottle for a one-person bleed, or not actually, so you want to take a hose. You could do this without the hose, but the brake fluid is going to drain down here. It's going to get on things, and brake fluid is highly corrosive. It will eat your paint, it'll destroy it. You don't want to get it on rubber things. So this is a 1/8 hose and works great for the back. If you are using the one person setup like I do, you can set that up. You want this higher than what you're draining, and I'd actually prefer it to be higher than that, but make sure it's not going to fall. Now if you're just a one person, this hose can go down, point into some container to catch it. So with the 10 mil wrench, just break it loose. It should just barely be loose, you don't want it to be dripping out via the threads. What you want to do is actually watch to see the brake fluid coming out and look for bubbles. But I'm going to do mine 5 times. Pay attention to the fluid coming up in here. By the way, this is old fluid. That is nasty stuff. That's the color that it looks like. If the brake pedal won't go down like mine, I don't have it loose enough. So I'm going to use this to hold the weight, hold it open just a little bit. Okay, now we push down, up, down, up, down, up, and down, up. 5 times should be plenty. Okay, now I tighten that up. Now you don't have to strong arm it. Don't break it when you. If you're using the bottle, set the bottle down below, pinch this, pull it off, and then let it drain back down into the bottle. Move your wrench, clean up any spillage. Place the cover. All right, that's bled. If you don't have the bottle to use to keep air from going back in, like I used, you can use a second person. And what you would do, so crack this open with the hose going down into a cup or bottle or something. Have the person push the brake pedal in. When it's all the way down, tighten this again. They will then let the brake pedal up. You then loosen it. They push the pedal down. You tighten it. They let up. loosen, push pedal down, tighten, let up, loosen, push pedal down, tighten, let up. And you should be done at however many you need. If you're doing it that way, you can see easily where the air bubble, if there's any air bubbles still coming out. But 5 is usually plenty to get any air that's been in the caliper. So the front ones are just the same for the most part. Remove the cap, put the 10 mil on it. Now you're gonna need, I think this is a 1/4 inch maybe. Just cleaning that nipple off, make sure nothing gets sucked back in just in case. Press that over. Now we're gonna break it loose, just like the other one. Using the weight of the wrench to hold it in place. Rag under the bottom. And again, make sure you check the master cylinder so that it has enough in it. Enough brake fluid. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. 3. Down. 4. Down. 5. Tighten it up. Again, you don't have to, here, let me do it where you can see it. Just tighten it. Good and snug. Don't over tighten it. If you're using the jug, bottle. And let it run down. Rinse off and clean up anything that was on there. Place the nipple cover, keep it clean. Might want to check your brake pads while you're under here. Everything's looking good. When you need to fill this up, and at the end, when you're done, you're going to need to top it off. Right there, it says max. Again, it's .3 brake fluid. Don't put it there, that's paint. A little trick is to have a cloth or paper towel here on the bottom to catch any drips. I have a rag underneath. That's why you have the rag underneath. And it doesn't have to be, there's obviously a max and a minimum. So I could leave it right here. That is not a problem. And I think I will. Make sure that this is clean. Make sure you got a clean cap. Put that on. There it is, and you may have noticed when I poured that the fresh brake fluid is almost clear. So once you've got everything back on and the vehicle down, double check this is topped off. It is on. Torqued all your wheels. Start it. Now you want to push in the brake pedal a couple times here. Make sure you have a brake pedal and it should firm up. So now you want to test your brakes with the brake on, put it in drive, start it moving a little. Hit the brake, make sure it works. All right. So there you go. Hope that was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment, and good luck with yours.